Hello, Julie here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy my video, and if you do, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, thank you very much and I really appreciate that. So today I'm going to continue on with my altered book. I'm going to just work in it and take you along with me. I did think I was going to leave these pages blank, but I'm not. I'm going to add a pocket on here. So I've prepared my papers. I've stitched around them and inked around them, so they're just ready to... yes, this just goes straight down. So, yes, there was just too much... nothing happening there, so I decided to put a pocket, and I'm going to create an envelope to put in that pocket. So let's put this in. So I've cut this paper so it's exactly the same size as the white page. I want that to be like that. Through there, wipe that off. Yeah, so it was quite a sunny day today and it's quite pleasant. I went for a walk. I haven't been for a few days, so it was nice to get out and about. I managed to make a few phone calls while I was out there, so I got that off of my to-do list. So now I'm just going to run some glue around the three edges of this to make the pocket. I have backed this piece of pattern paper onto some white cardstock for that added strength. I like my pockets to be nice and stable, so that they don't, nothing happens to them in the use. No good having a pocket there if you can't use it how you want it, in my opinion. So, oops. Just give that bit of glue a bit of time to grab before I start moving things around. Okay. So these papers I'm using are from Paperomia, and yeah, they're gorgeous. Now I'm going to use this. I've printed a double-sided. This is just a digital that I had already, and because I'm going to use this to make the envelope. I've printed it on the 200 GSM cardstock just so that it's firm and ready to use. Now I'm going to trim this down because I'm going to use my envelope board, punch board or whatever, to create the envelope. So I have to have a square piece of paper. This is A4, so it's 8 1/4 inches wide. So I'm going to cut it 8 1/4 inches tall. It's a nice little piece of card that might come in handy for a journaling card or something like that. See how we go. Okay, so I was thinking that 8 1/4 here, I can make a 4x6 envelope, or I could make a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. But I think I might make the 4x6. So that means I have to do my first score at 3 3/8. So if you haven't used one of these before, they're quite simple to use. You line this edge up with the number that it tells you on there. So that's 1/8, 2/8, 3/8. So line that up there. Punch down, and then right alongside of this there is a little groove, and you run your bone folder down that. Then, I don't know whether you can see it very well or not, but the groove there, you line that groove up with this point here, and make sure that that's, sometimes it can be a bit tricky. When it's patterned like this, you have to try and make sure you get it lined up pretty well. And you can see it doesn't line up on this side. If I was making a square envelope it would, but because it's not square it won't line up. Hopefully I've got that lined up okay. So when you're going back this way it should line up at your 3 3/8. But the most important thing is to line this up with your groove. And then when you do your final one, hopefully you'll come back in here. Punch and score. Now on the back there's another, like a little corner rounder punch there that you can use to take those pointy pieces off of your tips. And that's how easy it is to make an envelope with that punch board. Now, all we have to do is fold these up now. So this is going to be freestanding, so we'll be able to see the whole envelope. So I want to make sure that I've got it the right way up when I stick the pieces down. So that's the top. So this is going to go like this. Now you can leave that like that if you want to. I don't usually leave that there. What I normally do is run my ruler across there like that, and then fold that back like that, and then I can just fold that under there, put a bit of glue just so it doesn't get in the way of anything, and secure that down like so. And then we can glue this down. So I run a bead of glue along there, along there, along there, and along there. That way I get all of the papers caught. Oh, I didn't ink around this. I probably should have, because I've been inking around everything else. So I will ink around these bits that I can ink around now. Okay, so that go in there. In a minute. Only just big enough, isn't it? Just fits in there. That's all right. Okay. It's not stuck down very well. better. That's better. There was just a little bit in the middle there that was stuck, and the glue must have seeped up a little bit. Okay, so that's our front pocket with our envelope. I'll put things in there and decorate them later on. That one's going to stay plain. Now this one has got a pocket here, so I'm going to make a journaling card to go into that. Oh, I was going to add some of this lace to this. So what I'm going to do is cut that to the correct length. And I wanted to put that under there, like so. I wonder if I'm going to be able to do that now. Probably not. I might have to put it over the top. Which is not really what I was aiming for. So let's see if I can, yes I can. So I'm going to run some glue. I'll need some scrap paper. Let me find some scrap paper. Of course, we've never got scrap paper when we want it, have we? I've got this piece here, that will do. Okay. So I'm going to run some glue along this edge of this lace. Let's hope I've got it the right way. No, no, I have not. Because it has to go that way. And I have to put the glue on the top. There. Would be much easier if I had remembered to do it when it was supposed to be done. So ideally you would attach this lace to your paper before you attach your pocket to your page. But who believes in doing things the easy way, eh? I'm going to pop that under there, bring this edge down here, like so, and attach that down. Okay, so that seems to be stuck now, so let's stick these edges down. Okay. Very good. So now okay, pretty, very pretty. All right, now we were thinking about a journaling card for in here. So what size do I want that to be? 4 3/4 by, let's say 7. 4 3/4 by 7. So I'll use this piece here. Let's cut that 4 3/4. By 7, and I'm going to cut a piece of cardstock to go behind that. 3/4 by 7. So let's see how that fits. A bit too firm for my liking. I think I might take a little bit off, 1/4 of an inch off that, I think. And I will attach that to that. Yes. I'm going to round the corners on that. And I'm also going to stitch around it. So actually there's a little bit of white there. I'll probably just ink over it, but I will trim it down. A bit tricky when it's such a fine piece, but okay, so let's ink around that. And then I'll put this aside to take to my sewing machine after I've finished this video. So that's going to go in there. Let's bring that down, check that out. I will decorate that a little, although there's not really a great deal of room, you know, in this pocket. No, let's see how we go. Now that we've trimmed that down, it should be okay. Okay, now this page, I'm basically going to leave this for journaling, but I thought that I might just add I have some other lace here. Where did I put it? Here we go. Thought I might just add a little bit of this lace here, just along the bottom, just a little, only about that much. Just to add something there. And then I thought that what I might do is use a piece of this pink paper and stamp on that and make a label, but I've had a change of heart. I think I'm going to add a wax seal to it. So I've got a few different ones here. I've got a pale green one I'm not that keen on putting on there. I've got something like that. I've got a white one, which I think will get lost there. What about a goldish one? Yeah, I like the gold one. I've got that one there. No, I don't know. More of this. I don't really want that steampunk image. That one, because that's a bit greenish, isn't it? I'm going to go with that one. It's a rose, that can go up that way. And I think I do want a label on there. There we go. These labels are from Paper Inspirations. It's in her digital kit called Lots of Labels #1. I think I'm going to put that just like that. What do you think? Okay, so let's attach that. I don't know whether I should have used fabric glue for that. Perhaps I will add some fabric glue. There we go. That should soak through the fabric a bit better probably than the art glitter glue, although the art glitter glue I haven't had any problem with that sticking to with fabric before. So yes, I'm pretty happy with that. That's enough. There's plenty of writing room there. That's just now this page is a flip out like this, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into a pocket. And I'm wondering, do I need to reinforce that a bit? If I do, that piece is not strong enough. That piece is not big enough, I mean. Because yeah, I think I will. I'll get another piece of cardstock. There we go. Okay, so let's mark this where we want to cut it. Pencil. Got so much stuff rolling around on my desk that I haven't got room to move. I better stick this in here. I've got the heater on, so it's pretty cold here. So I need to put that pin in there before everything dries out. So this cardstock I'm using is 350 GSM, I guess. It's quite thick and it will hold up well for this purpose. Let's check and make sure it's the right size. So if I put that in there, close that over, it's just a little fraction too wide. Let's just run a whisker off of that. I didn't check the length. I should have done that, I guess. The length is fine. So now I'm just going to attach this to that. Okay, so that's stuck in there now. Now I can close this pocket up. So I'm just going to run glue there and there, top and bottom. easiest way to do this, but I'll just put some pressure on that. I didn't seal that end up, did I? No. Tell you what, the way things are going for me, I would be just as likely to seal that actual pocket up. Let's have a look. More pockets there. Okay. All right. We've got our pocket, and we've still got our flip out. So we've still got lots of writing space here, and I'm going to stamp on that again. I'm probably going to use this stamp this time. So this is the Woodware mini flower silhouettes. It's the same one that I used here, but I'm going to use the other one now. I might use this turquoise ink pad. It's called Warm Breeze. See how we go. So put that on my stamping block and move a bit of this stuff out of the way. I'll stamp it on here. Nice. Goes pretty well with that butterfly, doesn't it? Yeah, I thought I did. I've dropped that down onto here, but I did smudge one of my stamping up further in the book earlier on, and here, and I used my rubber, sand rubber or whatever it's called, this thing, and it came off. So I'm just going to let that dry, and then I'll take that off later on. Now I thought that what I might do is put some pattern paper on here. Before I do that, let me just clean that stamp off before it dries. I've got the ducted heating on, and it gets quite warm in this room because it's a pretty small room. And yeah, so I didn't want that ink to dry on that before I had a chance to clean it off. Okay, so I was thinking of putting some pattern paper on here. I've surely got some strips here somewhere. We all end up with little scrappy strips, don't we? I don't want the full thing covered. I could use that piece. I think I might cut that down there. Whereabouts? That's right, isn't it? About 2 inches. Just a little bit less. I don't want to cut through her face, that's all. So I can put that there. and maybe I could put some of this lace on either side of it. Or just one side. Let's mark where we have to cut it off. I'll go that way. Now you could make this a belly band if you wanted to, but I'm not going to in this instance. If you were going to make it a belly band, I would probably back it onto some of this cardstock. But I think with the pocket there and the flip out, that's probably enough. I think I've got some wider lace here that I think I might use instead. So what I'm thinking is I might put this under that, like so. I might double it up because it's pretty fine lace. Let me see what I think of that. Yeah. Yes, I quite like that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But I want to stitch around this before I attach that to my journal. I'll stick this lace down. That's not holding both layers, so I'll have to add a bit more glue. So I've got my palette knife here. I'll just push that lace into the glue a bit. And while I'm letting that dry, I'm going to ink around this, and then I'm going to go to my sewing machine and stitch around this and stitch around the journaling card we've got in that other pocket. And I will have to make a journaling card, won't I, to go into this pocket here. So it's going to go on there like that. Yes, I think that will be nice. Alright, well I'll stitch around this journaling card and I'll stitch around this and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've stitched around those and now I'm going to attach this on here. I'll use my fabric tack for that again. Okay, so now before I pop this back in there, I want to put a tab on it. So I'll get my punch. There we go, and so with this punch, you fold your paper and then you slip that in there. Oh, we're just going to make it, I think. And then you punch and you get the complete thing. And you know, they always line up. Other whale tail punches I've had don't necessarily line up exactly. Okay, so let's actually I should check where that needs to go so that it pokes out of that thumb hole. It's still, that can come and go anytime, anywhere, can't it? Let me ink around this first. So let's sit that about there. I will do a bit of decorating on that, probably in the next video. At the moment I'm just trying to think about more of the, well, I did decorate that, didn't I? So, yeah, just doing what takes my fancy, I guess. So that's that. Now I need to make a journaling card to go in this, which is going to go in there. So how deep is that? It is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 by 6 1/2. Is that 3 1/4? No. I did have another piece somewhere, didn't I? By 6 1/2. Now, is it the right size? Yes. Yes. It will be fine. So I can cut some pattern paper. 3 1/4 by 6 1/2. Now 3 1/4. By 6 1/2. Okay, so let's attach that. Let's punch around the corners. Okay, and I'm going to make another tab for this one. I'll go and stitch around the edge of this and then I will return. Okay, so I've stitched around that and now I'm going to add my tab. I'm just going to flatten my stitching down. So that is going to go into that pocket there. Like so. So we've got that like that. over the page, we have to make something to go in here. Right, okay, so I have used my eraser on this and most of it's come off, and I've just inked around the edge of it, so that's minimalised it somewhat. Now you can see I've had a clean up. There was too much stuff there, I couldn't handle it. Couldn't find anything I wanted to use or anything like that, so I've packed up a little bit. But I'm going to finish this video here because I'm just going to go through my book and I'm going to make journaling cards and things to go in the pockets that are already here. You don't really need to watch me do that. I've done some here, so you've got the idea of what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do that, and then when I've got that all organised, I'll come back and we'll start decorating. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do here yet, but I'm just going to leave it as a fold out full page like this and just maybe put a stamp or some sort of embellishment on there, but I'll work that out when I get to it. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm enjoying my first altered book. It's certainly something different for me. I'm more used to being able to put the pages in here and there. When I think of it, like for example, I might be working on this page and think, oh, I might like to put, you know, a page of vellum in there or something like that. So anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope you get some time to do some crafting yourself. So thank you, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.